am live a lot earlier than I normally am because I'm actually hoping to sneak into a little workshop here in a few minutes. So I wanted to get ahead and read you off the cards for the day, see what's here, and yeah, give myself some spaciousness today. So just in case this is your first time stumbling across me, I'm Safrianna, Lughna, the Queer Spirit Guide. I am a Druidic Priestess of Brigid, and I go live every Monday to share some messages from the Tarot and from the Oracle to see what is happening in the collective pulse. Okay, this is kind of creepy. I have this weird trend where I will pull a card for myself, and then the next week it'll be the card for the collective, and that's where we're at. So this was my card for last week. It's the Magician, and the Magician is here for us all. This is really a card of tuning in to the unlimited creative energy that's available to you, but it's also really a card of being in your magic, your direction, your willpower, your flow. It's about finding the way forward for yourself. And so this card this week is really inviting you to play, be in your creative energy, and direct your willpower in the direction you actually want it to go. So this card is greatly about life force and energy flowing through. And so this is just the reminder, like, it's time to be empowered in how you're directing that energy and to allow yourself to take the first steps towards this next direction you want to go. There is no one right answer. It's the calling of your soul, what is pulling you forward, what is flowing with life. So the Magician, he's pointing his wand to the sky. He has the pentacle, the sword, and the cup on his little altar here. So you are gathering your tools to you to take your next step. That is the message of the tarot this week. So another thing from the book it says here is that he wears an infinity symbol on his robe. You can see it at his belt. This union is the union of heaven and earth, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, the goddess and the god. It is the process of all of the human cycles we go through. So this is a very magical card, a very auspicious card. It's the first card, number one, next after the Fool. So this is the start of the story. So what story are you starting, my friend? And where are you going next? All right. So that, of course, was from the DruidCraft Tarot. In case this is your first time coming across me, this is the tarot deck of the year that I am drawing from. I have had this deck for 15 or so years now, so a little bit wild to think about. And I'm pulling our 3 oracle cards today from Moonology Messages. This one really leapt out at me this morning, something about the bright colors and the simplicity of the messages that we need to hear. So what do we need to know this week as a collective, as individuals, as we move through this journey, as we're accepting this Magician energy? All right. This tells quite the story. So the first one is intuition. Moon, maybe. I love that. Moon, maybe. So as you are settling into what's coming forward for you and what these next first steps you're taking are, as you're tuning into what direction you want to go, all of that, listen to your intuition. Your intuition will give you the answers that you seek. So however you listen to your intuition, ideally by finding a quiet space where you can tune into yourself, listen, hear on a deeper level, receive on a deeper level the message that your intuition is offering you. The next message is to change your tune. The Moonlight Serenade. I feel like this goes hand in hand with our Magician. It's like this is the time to change directions, maybe pivot a little bit. And it might not be a massive pivot for everyone. For some of us, it might actually be a really big pivot. But for some of us, it might just be like a change in attitude or a 15-degree turn towards something that's more in alignment. But there is a change that is here. And I love that she is playing this instrument. You can see this is a serenade. So the song of our soul as we change our tune is what's coming through here. And then finally, we have forgiveness, the full moon and forgiveness. And what's really landing as I tune into this one is that many of us need to forgive ourselves for not being where we wanted to be, for sabotaging ourselves, for turning away from ourselves, for emptying ourselves out to try and make space for something else that wasn't really us. Like, there's a lot of things we can have the opportunity to forgive ourselves for. But ultimately, whatever that is, we need to let that go. And again, this is about self-forgiveness. We need to forgive ourselves and let whatever that is go so that we can move into this next chapter. So let's do our little recap here, because the message to me, like, I feel like this does tell a story. The invitation this week is to gather your tools to you, choose your direction, and use your willpower to move in that direction. The magician is letting you know you already have what you need. You just need to harness the power of it and move forward. And in order to do that, we're being asked to listen to our intuition, to really tune into what is here within us, that inner calling, our soul, our guides, our team, the divine. Listen to the messages. And change your tune. Know that with the information that you receive, you can change your tune and you can move forward in a different way. And then finally, forgiveness. Whatever from your past, maybe that you didn't follow your direction or your willpower in the past, it's okay. You're here now, you get another chance. So forgive yourself for what you need to forgive yourself for and move forward. So those are our cards for the week. I'll get you a picture of them in the recap, the replay. And now on to the tea. I do have a lovely black tea here this morning, but it is definitely too hot to drink. So I have a little kombucha as well. That's tea, right? So on my personal update, I officially have draft 1 of chapter 1 and 2 ready for book 2 of my sci-fi series in Teron's Chosen series, which this is the sequel to The Wind Sings Sorrow, the first book, which I'm hoping to do a relaunch of this month. Atalanta, one of the main characters' birthdays, is coming up on, gosh, is it May 22nd or May 23rd? My brain really loves both of those dates. I'm wanting to say it's the 22nd. Because the 23rd is a significant date in my life that I think is from something else. But her birthday's coming up, and I want to put the book up on Ingram Spark by then. I've got my Library of Congress control number. I've got, I think we caught all of the final little smart quotes, straight quotes that I need to edit out. And so I think we're ready to roll, and I'm excited about it. And, oh my goodness, look at this craziness. I love it. I cut my hair yesterday. It's another fun update. I just took a razor to my head, shaved off some of the sparse hairs, and then took scissors and just kind of did craziness. Okay, Atalanta's birthday is the 23rd. So I just like that day, apparently, because it has been nonstop just madness in my life that day. The stories I could tell you that I don't have time to get into right now, but that was pretty much my big update. Is I'm working on the book again, and it's process, right? It's a process of getting back into it and going with the flow and finding the characters' voices again and getting the downloads. But there have been some fun moments so far that I'm really thrilled about, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Just finished up OfferRave. Not sure what to say about that yet, other than I learned some things about myself and my marketing and how I show up and how I share. And I think I've continued to clear away some of the sort of layers of fear from that. And then other than that, we were in the garden this weekend. Mother's Day is a complicated day for me as somebody who has lost a child. And so I was feeling it a little bit this year, and I went outside and was doing gardening with Justin, and the bumblebees came through, and you know, the bumblebees are a symbol for my daughter. And so that was beautiful. And we got some things in the ground. We got a lot of weeding and raking and prepping done, and we'll plant some more things here in the coming days. But yeah, that's where I'm at. And I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are loving yourself. I hope that you are allowing yourself to gather your tools and actually follow the direction of the life that you want to live. I believe in us. I'm cheering us on. I have high hopes that the more we settle into who we are, the more that we have our ripple effect in the world. And that's a big thing coming through for me right now, is just the more that I'm me, the more I have an impact. Imperfect, messy hair, no makeup, no bra, just showing up, right? That's what I do. And apparently that's my gift in the world. It lets other people know, like, you're allowed to show up messy and imperfect too. And I love you, and I see you, and I believe in you, and I'm cheering you on, and we got this. So go forth this week and love yourself dearly, and just show up as you, and know that you are so worthy and so loved. All right. I'll be back here with another live next week. Hopefully this week I will also share some of the snaps from the garden and or tasty things and or some other fun things. But it's always good to have these checkpoints with you. So until next time, my friends. Bye for now.